been an exciting collaboration across different units and sessions and units and organizations as well. So in terms of next steps, we will share with you a webinar summary both in oral and written format. You will be given an opportunity to give some feedback to us, and then we'll share with you so we're today Wednesday, so on Thursday you will receive the recorded presentation and also some of the questions, and the summary document will come by next week. We'll also keep on receiving your inputs of case studies and other inputs. If you have insights, you can also share via email to us. We will be getting in touch if we have further questions or ask more details about the case studies. Just to let you know, we have also, based on our past webinars, we have put together a summary document on useful examples and tools about communicating climate change with farmers through rural advisory services. So this will come out the latest in May on SlideShare, and we'll share via email also with you all. And at the later stage, based on this webinar and the work which has led to this, we will share with you a policy brief where we've used also some of the case studies. It will be a very short document, but still. So I see my colleagues are finalizing the summary, and I would ask you to copy paste it now, and so we'll move on to the summary part of this session. I hope you can still take a couple of minutes to stay online and follow the summary, and then give us some feedback about this session. So Bianca, over to you.
Thank you very much. So we are now ready to wrap up what has been said this afternoon. And I take once again this chance to thank all the speakers and all the people that intervened during the webinar. So in the introduction, Degi and Maria clarified the connection between global changes affecting food security, climate-smart agriculture, and food system, and the role of rural advisory services in helping farmers ensure their livelihoods. So rural advisory services need to be supported by policies, way to govern, legislation, infrastructure, resources, local communities, and incentives to, let's say, benefit the best and try the best from agents, from RAS agents. Then we had a useful presentation by Rashid from the Global Forum for Rural Advisory Services that emphasized the importance of developing capacity for promoting the work of RAS at 3 different levels. The first one is the individual levels, and in this case, Rural Advisory Service agents, currently experience weak technical knowledge on climate change. So they need stronger communication, networking, facilitation, and partner engagement capacities in order to work more efficiently when supporting farmers in implementing CSA approaches. At the organization level, Rural Advisory Service agents should be more aware of national level policy and action plans and interact more closely with national authorities. Also, advocacy for Rural Advisory Service could help in identifying funding opportunities for disseminating climate-smart agriculture as an approach. And last but not least, at the enabling environment level, it is essential that rural advisory services are well connected with other relevant actors and engage with local institutions to gain a higher political commitment to promote the CCA approach. So we saw that rural advisory service agents are already supporting farmers, in fact, in applying sustainable practices, and we agree on the fact that climate-smart agriculture is a complex approach that can be more challenging to convey, but that would support farmers in increasing their resilience to a fast-changing environment. So from Roberto Azofeifa from Costa Rica Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock, we got some interesting lessons learned from the experience of Costa Rica, of course, and among the points he raised, I think the most relevant were the adoption of a multidisciplinary approach, the need for stronger links between research and practice, the need of introducing more incentive for making food system more resilient and efficient by, for example, reducing food losses and energy waste, and of course promote as much as possible the participation on private sector and the collaboration between private sector and institutions. Currently, in Costa Rica's experience, the lack of investment and the lack of tools for improving action, knowledge dissemination, and information dissemination is a major challenge. And so the following needs have been highlighted. Production and consumption models influence strongly the sustainability and resilience of food system. And so there is a strong need for raising awareness of consumers on sustainable food system, because informed choice by consumers can really make the difference. Also, it is strongly needed a better coordination between partners contributed to rural advisory service, like, as we said, public institutions, private sectors, NGOs, civil society, and so on, like constituting a platform for actors contributing to RAS to coordinate and to work with each other. There is a strong need also to engage with the financing sector and support the creation of green credit products for climate smart technologies to be implemented, which be available to smallholders. Also, we got a short presentation by Gertrude from the Malawian Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation and Water Development that shared the view of Malawi on the importance to invest in demonstration sites for showcasing how climate smart approach can work in practice. And this is, I think, very important also in relationship with the comments and answers from the audience that ask for a very practical example, concrete example on how to implement better rural advisory services. So participants were interested in ways how to support behavioral change in order to for people involved in rural advisory services to practically promote the transition towards sustainable and resilient food systems, including both technical and soft skills, as we saw that communication, conflict management, partnering, networking are key elements for interacted with farmers. So some key recommendations from the panel discussion are, as I said, communication and ability to share and manage knowledge that came as a major issue, and also institutional arrangement to store and share knowledge in a participatory manner is essential. Behind, there is the strong need for policy framework that are important to stimulate climate smart agriculture through the implementation of efficient rural advisory services, and also connecting farmers, researchers, consumers, and policymakers into an integrated approach to climate smart agriculture is necessary in the current context and for the future. So thank you. I think these were the main points raised during this webinar.